What is up, Pump Fake Pod? Let's go chat. We are freaking rocking and rolling today. Ooh, it was a fire day, my friends. We'll get into it. And then if you look to my right, left, whatever way, my man Trevor's back in the booth. Trevor, how was your not so friendly 2 days off from the Pump Fake Pod? Looks like you took 2 days off from life. Didn't work the last 2 days. Been down that bad, huh? It's evident. Can hear that cough, brother.
Yeah, sick, never fun, but feeling a lot better than I was. So we moved. It was nice to get a bunch of sleep, but laying on the couch all day is fucking stupid. Glad it's basically over and get back to life.
We did shout you out last, and I was trying to get everybody to tweet at you to say get well soon. I don't know if that happened, but
I did get a lot of tweets. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, you did get some tweets? Let's go.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yeah, chat's loyal as hell. Let's go. We shouted out your text message. You're like, I haven't even been able to hit my vape in 2 days. So that had the chat rolling last night. So you were with us in spirit, my friend. And I'm glad to see that you're feeling better, dude. Like, God, everyone's sick, I know, around here. I think it's the weather changes up and down.
It's always Christmas time.
Christmas time, yeah. I feel like my household's always sick around Thanksgiving for some reason. But I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. And I think college basketball is going to cure that for sure, as we got a good Thursday slate we were about to talk about. It was a hell of a day today, dude. I enjoyed the slate. It's criminal we just don't showcase these teams enough. I mean, like I said, YouTube TV, you want to make a sports package. Well, how about you showcase some better games? Let's get ESPN Plus implemented in there. Screw their app. Screw ESPN Plus app. But outside of that, it was a fun day, Trevor. Did you get any bets off in the last couple days at all? With you being sick, at least?
Yeah. Got some down today. I need San Diego State and San Fran to come through for a green day. So I doubt that'll happen. Shout out to San Diego State for being a bunch of frauds, not being able to contain the Air Force men. Shout out the troops, but goddamn, come on.
Yes, the troops are rocking. I stayed off that one, but good to see that you bet. I'm glad. I mean, when you're down and out and watching TV is the worst. That's never fun, and you know you're really sick. But let's go ahead and talk about it, because I'm sitting right now at 17-6. And we got 3 bets left. Oregon State money line, which is probably cooked. And then I'm with you on San Francisco minus 11.5. And then I'm on UCLA minus 8.5. I may get in on Portland live, but they kind of started off a little too hot. But yeah, so 17-6 currently. Come on. I needed this after just kind of doing a win one, lose one, have a good day, have a shitty day. The next, I needed a good little run here, and let's stay hot. Even if I lose Oregon State, if everything keeps up, we're tracking 18-7, so or 19-7, excuse me, or 19-8. Sorry, Texas A&M Corpus Christi with a bad loss. So it's fun. A lot of things, a lot of game left. Either way, we're in the profit, and it was a really good day. Sitting at 11-2 at one point. And let's talk about it first. Get into it. Northern Iowa laying 3.5 last night. I dove into the stink, and it worked out. Northern Iowa, who was up 14-2 at the 10-minute, at the 12-minute mark. So, I mean, UIC had no points in up until the 12-minute mark. They started scoring. UIC goes on a little run, ties it at half, goes up at half, and then kind of really controlled the start of the second half. But Northern Iowa's defense turned it on in the end, called that out last night. They get it done with the foul game and cover. that was a fun one to start off. I was fixing a pipe and the drain that connects, and I was score watching that game because I'm not watching on the marquee network or whatever. I'm score watching, box watching, fixing a pipe, and nothing crazy though. It was just a little loose connection, and I knew it from dripping my faucets as well too. So anyway, that was a fun one. Crazy stuff there. UIC fought hard though. Brutal no cover for the 4.5 and up people.
Yeah, I had 5.5. That was brutal. Covered about 30 minutes of that game.
Yeah, they did. Classic UIC. I just refuse. I hate betting on that. That's one team, like, I love their logo, a team I always randomly root for, but for some reason, betting on them has been tough for me, even through the heart of the Pump Fake Pod. And then hand up, I bet on Xavier.
Same.
What the hell? That bet was smoked in the first 5 minutes of the game. Creighton couldn't miss. They were due. Mad at myself. But St. Francis played good. Stonehill, New Hampshire under. Hit Wagner -4.5 hit. That was one of the more fun, whatever the hell you want to say it. I don't care. I'm from Indiana, damn it. Wagner -4.5 against UMez. Easy. Why is UMez catching that many points? Get out of here. Wagner wins by like 12. And then Jacksonville, Mercer. Did you get any action on any of those games or anything?
Nope.
Did you get action on Vermont at all?
Nope.
Vermont money line cleaned up, easy money. Siena has not been battle tested at all this year. They've been playing bottom of the barrel teams analytically. Now you get Vermont a little more battle tested on a short number. We got them in a buy low spot, and that's what we do. We buy the dip, basically a 4x trader with the Vermont money line there. And then I know Elliot. Sorry, buddy. I know you bet on Monmouth, but I took Quinnipiac. So that was a lock battle win. Can't be talking too much smack. He's not here. Maybe that's why. Let's go. And then also I bet on Green Bay. Did you get in on your boys over there at the Resch Center?
Did not. Saw that Gottlieb is quitting his radio show though. So
he's all
took
in.
him 2 years to realize it. Only took him 2 years to realize it. So I'm not going to give him any credit for that, but made the right decision.
I mean, he's all in now, dude. That's fun. That's fun. And, I'll be honest. After watching him in IU Indy, like the disrespect I had for Green Bay is kind of gone. And Gottlieb,
they're a better team.
They're kind of good. I mean, especially when you have a 29-year-old power forward as well too. So, I bet on Green Bay. That was fun. And then Robert Morris was a great bet. Good comeback yet again. They win a tough, gritty game. They're winning those gritty games. Robert Morris, bad start to the season non-con wise, but they're going to pick it up and have picked it up here in the Horizon play. I think they're going to be just fine maybe again this season. Not so early reaction.
Yeah.
Hand up lost to Northern Kentucky. I think Elliot, I don't know if he bet on Oakland or not, but I think that was a lock battle he won. And then Bellarmine +2.5. That was fun. Albany +9.5. Elon +4.5. Here's where the greatness happens. Mercyhurst +22.5. They got it done. UAB team total over 88.5. And then Tulane -3.5 as well hit. They played a good one against Louisiana Tech. So I was sitting at 12-2 there, and then all of a sudden I saw the red coming. I saw the losses on the books. USA, ULM under 149.5 that lost to overtime, unfortunately. And ULM was actually winning like 71-58 with the final 2 minutes or something, or even less than that USA had. And they came back and won. Middle Tennessee State. Trevor, I thought you bet that maybe. Did you bet Middle Tennessee State or no? Okay.
I did not.
That was brutal. So I'm glad you didn't. You would have been pissed the fuck off. They were up and controlling that game, and then just a bad second half, and then a little late surge by Kennesaw State. And then I had Weber State 12-6. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm literally going to go 12-2. I'm going to finish like 12-13. But then St. Louis, no problem against Bethune-Cookman, minus 23.5. Easiest bet on the board today outside of Vermont. And then Old Dominion plus 1.5. That was fun. UC Davis plus 4.5. Shout out Rhythm. Rhythm play of the day moves to 19-10 and gets off the losing streak of 2 in a row. It's the first time we've lost 2 in a row since early November on the Rhythm play of the day. So take it home. Carry there with UC Davis. They were down like 31-9. It was 31-9. UC Davis came back and made it a game to close the first half and covered the number in the second as well too. And then Santa Clara, like I said, North Texas under hit, Portland State plus 18 hit. So going to be actually at 17 and 8 with Oregon State most likely. But if San Francisco gets home, UCLA gets home, we'll be at 19 and 8 on the day. So let's go. Feeling great. And it was a fun one. And I love those slates that gets to showcase those mid-major teams, and those mid-major teams get a highlight. They need to do a better job of showcasing them. Get them on national TV, damn it. We don't need to be showing a rerun from whatever, who knows what, on or of an old game or something. Like, let's get freaking Monmouth and Quinnipiac out there. Like, let's showcase some of these teams. It's unbelievable. But anyway, I love these kind of slates, heavy mid-major slate. I feel like those are my best most of the
time. Yeah. San Fran's looking to blow this. It's a 14-point game now all of a sudden. Can't get a rebound. Awesome. Just win by 13.
Yeah, San Francisco definitely. Well, now they're up 17. They just made a 3, so they'll be all right. Let's just have some faith, ride high, and ride high on UCLA as well. So, great slate today, and then I feel like we got another good one tomorrow as well. We got tons of mid majors. We got OVC basketball as well too. What do we got? Like, we got all the OVC teams playing for the most part, and I feel like they're going to do a good job with this board. I mean, we're winding down the days. Next week is a very, very weird schedule as well. So I've told you to stay tuned. Last night on our schedule, probably will be pretty normal. The Sunday night and the Monday night, pretty normal time, and then also the same for Sunday, Monday night will be the same, and then we won't have an episode Tuesday through probably till Sunday because there's only one game on Saturday to talk about, so we won't have anything until probably Sunday, December 28th, because then the following week we got day basketball, we got good games going on. So yeah, it's an interesting time always for college hoops. Got to have the Christmas break, and kids go home, get to be spending time with the fam, and they're going to take it off. So we'll do the same. So we will have an episode Monday, Tuesday next week, Sunday, Monday next week, and then off until the following Sunday, basically. But we'll post our picks. I'll post the pick. Trevor will tweet out his pick, I'm sure, for Cal State, Northridge, Stanford on Saturday, and I'll post my picks for that Sunday as well too, and we'll get our picks out there. But no episode until Sunday, December 28th. After that Sunday, Monday slate, and I said it before, but it is confirmed now. Monday we'll be going over the Tuesday slate, of course, but also we'll be meeting with our Rhythm employee, our good old friend from Rhythm, and one of their employees, and we'll be going under the hood of what it takes to on Rhythm and what are the insights they put into it. So very excited to chop it up here on Rhythm and maybe get even a employee Rhythm play of the day to start off. So that'll be on Monday of next week. So very excited about that. Normal time, probably 11 Eastern. We'll recap and then get him on before we pick the games. So fun stuff for the Pump Fake Pod. I know that was a big monologue by me, but Trevor, I'm letting him save his voice. You got, he's got to ease back. He's got to talk all these games. We got a lot of good games talking, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, some good ones tomorrow. Not many, but there's some good mid majors out there.
They're all good to me. I love this stuff. But yes, and then before we get into that, I've talked about Rhythm Play the Day. I talked about having a Rhythm episode on Monday. We are partnered with Rhythm AI. Go to the App Store, download it on your phone, use our promo code PFP25 for 25% off your first month. Check it out, guys. I mean, even go to their website, kind of explore it. They got years of insights. They mess with the transfer portal, so you don't have to. It's a beast. It's a Moby Dick of data of messing with the transfer portal. But we're not dying at the end of that book. So we're going to Rhythm. The play of the day has been rocking. We're going to have another Rhythm play of the day today. And we encourage you to go use Rhythm as well. And also hit that like button on this video. Make sure to hit that Pump Fake Pod subscribe button. Go grab your partner's phone. Hit that like, subscribe button. Get everyone's phone. Steal your neighbor's phone. Do what you can. Don't do that. All right, Trevor. The vape is back, but the bronchitis is scary. So my dog actually, I had an issue with my picks yesterday, but I had to take Franklin to the vet. Little guy's got bronchitis. So yes, interesting stuff there. Now he's taking steroids and stuff, so maybe he'll be big and strong. But anyway, Trevor, glad you're better. Let's save up the energy. And cheers to the slate. Yep. Yeah, I know. We were happy for 2 days, but it's all right. It's all right. Let's live his life. Trevor, say the magic words.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Yeah, Franklin's good. Charleston laying 10.5 against North Florida. Over-unders 156.5. North Florida's really bad, dude. Like, I'm talking, they're bad. Like, and this North Florida team's been like competitive. They were fun in the Atlantic Sun. I think I'm gonna lay it with Charleston Southern here. I've seen Charleston Southern lay this kind of number with the points before, and they started off slow. I can't remember who it was against. It was a day game. I think it was I can't remember. But anyway, oh yeah, South Carolina State, because it's been that long. It was on a Monday. They were down like 8 points early, and then they turned it on and won by 40. Now they've had all this time off as well too, but had that time to prepare. Ken Palm Analytics got this at 83.75. Now we're seeing a minus 10.5 versus a North Florida team defensively that's just been a major issue. And now, they haven't really lost at this margin either. So I think their offense is going to struggle here, and Charleston Southern's going to lay this points. I'll wait to bet this towards the end of the show, but I like Charleston Southern here in this early spot at home.
Yeah, I laid it with Charleston Southern. Last year, they went to North Florida. They lost by 36, 34. Now you got a down North Florida team, a Charleston team that's playing a little better, and they've beat up on these teams before. I mean, beat Citadel by 10 on the road, beat IU Indy by 12, beat East Carolina by 12, beat South Carolina State by 40. They beat up on these teams by double digits. So I will I bet them to keep that rolling again tomorrow, especially with the near 10 days off too.
All right. Hampton, love that logo color scheme. Minus 6.5 against Jackson State. This game is at 5 o'clock. Hampton, I love this Jackson State team, but I like them more in like conference play. I think Hampton is kind of an issue. This might be a 2-team parlay piece for me on Hampton money line. I just am worried about laying that many points. Just with Hampton, I'm confident that they could. I'm happy to pick Hampton that they can win, but that they can cover. But I think that they can actually just win this game, and laying this many points is kind of interesting to me. So, I think they're very capable of doing that against Jackson State. But for the most part, this being a home game for Jackson State as well, it's not a home game. Sorry, it's at a neutral. So I don't really know what to expect. I think there could be a ton of points here, good amount of scoring. So I'll just take Hampton on the money line, and maybe I'm going to look for a parlay piece to anchor that down and get it over to even money.
Yeah, I like the under here. Jackson State, we know they can score, but Hampton also plays really low scoring games. Holy Cross was 128, Boston College at 115, Norfolk at 122, Howard a little under 120, Eastern Shore at like 130 something. So I like an under here. I don't think Jackson State will do anything. I don't think Hampton will do anything. Both offenses are horrendous. Now you're going to be on a neutral and traveling. I get Hampton can get to the line and make free throws, but given it's being a neutral, I don't think either teams are really going to be scoring buckets at will. So 137.5, I'll take an under there.
Trevor, you got to Google Sergeant Slaughter. You got a very.
I know that's a thing on Kyle's show. They said I look like Sergeant Slaughter.
That's really. I can't believe you didn't tell me that. Well, we said your dad. I know I've met your dad, so it's all. I know he doesn't look like Sergeant Slaughter, but we were saying that the picture of you is like, okay, that could be his dad or whatever with the hat on. But we got to get you in one of those park ranger hats for sure. You need to show up on Kyle's stream dressed like him one time. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I should have did that for Halloween.
Do it for the Brewers opening day. Be like, Sergeant Slaughter's here. Take on this, and just take over the whole season. So
I'll have to do something. Yeah, they've been giving me shit about that for a while.
I love the mustache though. So this is like weeks of work. I'm just getting my island hair going as I'm going back to freaking Puerto Rico. SIU is laying 6.5 against Eastern Illinois. Over/unders 134.5. I'll lay it. SIU Edwardsville, I can never figure it out. It's like 1/2. I'm betting on them. 1/2. I'm trying to figure it out. It just doesn't work. They've proven that they can go on the road and win. They did at UTSA. They did at North Florida. And I think that they get a little lower opponent here in Eastern Illinois. I know this is a conference opener, but again, this is Eastern Illinois. I think they can play competitively throughout this game, but they just kind of gas out at the end, like we've seen with the Lindenwood game and the Eastern Kentucky game, even at home. So I'll lay it here with SIU Edwardsville. I'll be tracking that under too. I think that's definitely a play how we get to margin and whatnot as well. So give me a SIU Edwardsville to take it down.
Yeah, I'm looking. Last year's SIU, we beat them by 23 on the road, and they lost by 3 at home. I don't know. In no world should this ever be a close game. I'll take EIU, no bet, just in-state rivalry. They got their ass kicked in the last game they played. When they played in Eastern Illinois last year, it was tight. I'll take EIU, no bet. No bet.
App State's laying 3.5 against Coastal Carolina. Don't love that I'm laying so many points early on this time around and loving favorites this early, but I think Coastal, they're solid. They've come back to life. I know that this is a chance to fade this App State team off of a good win against High Point on a neutral and scoring 86. I expect a little bit of regression here. I think if App State wants to win, they need to slow this down, control, limit possessions, and not let Coastal Carolina pick up the pace at all. Both teams on defense don't really force turnovers. They kind of play like a slowish style of game. So I think this sluggish style will be in App State's favor personally. I know Coastal Carolina's defense has been able to travel, but I think they've kind of expended themselves. This is their fourth straight road game, even with some time off in between. And then they're not even going to be back home until January 1st to play a game. I mean, yes, they are. They'll be playing Monday, December 22nd, then taking time off. But their first home game against Georgia Southern on January 1st, it's just interesting to me on a spot here. I don't ever love laying too many points with App State, but I like this number. Give me App State -3.5.
Yeah, I know they've been traveling a lot, but I like Coastal just because App State laying points. It's tough to do that when a team shoots 61% from three. I know Coastal's traveling all over, but they had a week off. App State coming off of that high of beating High Points on that neutral. Now they're traveling home. That was early Sunday or something. So coming off of beating High Point, you travel home. You get a Coastal team that this is their fourth straight road game, but they had a week off in between. I think they'll be fine. I can't lay points with a team that shoots 61%. I just don't trust App State enough like that to be doing this, to be laying points. Now, if this is App State from like 3 years ago, that'd be completely different. But this has not been a great App State team. So give me Coastal. Probably won't bet this one, though.
I will bet App State for sure. Not scared. Bradley going on the road into Terre Haute, laying 4 points. Indiana State off of a good victory against Milwaukee on the road. They've won 3 straight. I mean, we really thought this Indiana State team and Matt Graves would kind of struggle, but I've kind of liked their start to the season. I like their non-conference. I feel like they've got some good momentum built up. Now this is their first home game. But, I mean, Bradley's kind of picked it up as well, too, to say the least. So this is kind of a game of teams that were underperforming and have really started to pick it up as of recent. So I'm going to take Indiana State at home. I think the number's just a tad bit telling. And I don't love laying points with Bradley, and their defense has been porous, giving up 77 to UMass Lowell. And now this is like their first true road game since November 15th. I mean, given they've played on a neutral, they've picked it up defensively for sure. But Indiana State defensively under Matthew Graves has been super solid, and I think we see a low total here. So I like Indiana State plus the points, and I like that under as well too.
Yeah,
I'll bet the spread though.
Yeah, Indiana State +4 for me too. Bradley, like you said, been at home or played on a neutral since November 19th, every single game. So, and they've won 4 straight. Now you're going to hit the road. It just feels like a tough spot. Indiana State off the big Milwaukee win, traveling home. That's not much of a travel spot for that one, and it was on Sunday. So you've had 3 full days off, and it's like maybe a 2-hour bus ride back home, 3-hour bus ride back home. So not a serious travel spot. I think they're kind of starting to get it clicking here a little bit. I know they lost to Louisiana Tech, and the Alcorn loss is pretty fucking bad, but they started playing a lot better and putting up points. So give me the Sycamores fighting Larry Birds with the 4.
Shout out Kelly McInnes. I was smoking that Larry Bird. No. Furman, Manhattan. Furman laying 8 points against Manhattan. Over-unders 156.5. No. Manhattan is going to play good here. I think we see this Manhattan team. I mean, Furman, I'll tell you, it's picked it up, but weird travel spot here for them. And we saw them go into Cedar Falls, lay an egg. They did get a road win against Elon. But I just feel like this one's kind of weird. You got Furman, Greenville, South Carolina going up to Manhattan, of all places, and New York. I wish they played in actual downtown Manhattan. That'd be hilarious. But defensively, Manhattan's got some problems for sure. So I'm worried about Furman's offense, but I think the travel spot alone can help. I don't know how efficiently they're going to shoot threes here on the road. And Manhattan's offense has proven that they can score points. And now you have Manhattan back at home after their win Friday, December 5th against Fairfield. I think it's a bigger game for them. I think they get up for this. They just laid 2 eggs in a row on the road, 1-1 in conference play. And now you get 2 home games back to back with one of the better teams that you're playing all season, and Furman coming to your place. I'm not saying that anyone's going to be at this game and get up for this, but I think the team's definitely going to get up for this. And John Gallagher is going to have these guys ready to rock. And let's see Manhattan get some compounding going and try to get some steam to end non-conference with 2 wins in a row before they go into conference play for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like Manhattan. I think they're live. This team can actually shoot. They just came off of an absolute embarrassment, not getting housed by Fordham. Now you come back home, you got a Furman team laying 4 possessions. They can't shoot free throws. They can't shoot the 3. You're gonna have an incredible height advantage on the glass against Manhattan, but Manhattan can hit their free throws, top 50 in the country. They can hit their threes, and they get to the line. Manhattan's really good at not sending you to the line either. I think Manhattan's live in this one. I think they win this outright. Big home win, bounce back, and Furman off of the Elon and Harvard wins. I think they drop one here on the road.
Absolutely. Fairfield is catching 4.5 against Central Connecticut. This is a home game for Central Connecticut. Both off of good wins. I mean, Central Connecticut beat Binghamton. Fairfield beat Monmouth at home. I like this Fairfield team, but I like them kind of better at home. I feel like it's kind of always been an issue. I'll pick Fairfield here, though. I mean, the Central Connecticut State team's been super solid this season. But I think Fairfield can kind of push the pace here. They can control the tempo. They can stay alive in this game. But I will for sure not be betting this game.
Yeah, I like catching points with Central Connecticut. Not a big fan of laying them. At all with it. Like, it just feels like a spot where this is going to be a tight game, and a lot of people like Central Connecticut because they've had some big wins. But catching 17.5 points versus laying 4.5 is a whole lot different of a scenario. I know different competition and whatnot, but Fairfield, they've lost to Merrimack and Manhattan, tight games for the most part, but they have gone on the road. They beat Lemoyne, they beat NJIT. I know it's not an incredible competition, but they have gone on the road and won, and won convincingly in those. So I'll take Fairfield, no bet in this one though.
Yeah, no bet for me. Let's go. Let's just be friends there. Be happy. Bill and Mary laying 7.5, 8.5. Make sure you shop around against Radford. I will lay it with William and Mary. I think Radford, I know it seems like a good amount of points, but this Radford team just put up 107. I know it was Coppin State, but I think we see William and Mary's defense has picked it up. Last year they were all offense. But now they're still offense, no defense, fresh off a loss too. Now they're back at home to end non-conference play before they go into CAA play. I love William and Mary here. Definitely going to bet this, especially with Radford now scoring 2 good games in a row, but against lowlier opponents. I think they come into a brick wall. We saw Radford go into tumultuous problems. I mean, losing 6 games in a row. given they were up to competition, but one of those was Cleveland State of all teams. Then you only beat Western Illinois by 5. You beat St. Francis and Coppin State. Congratulations. Give me William and Mary for sure here, especially on a home spot for the Tribe. Let's go.
Yeah, I'd be with you. Bill and Mary laying the 8. Radford off of 2 high-scoring wins, but they beat nobody. Western Illinois, Coppin State, teams like that, and then they've gotten pieced up by these other teams. Ken Palm's got this as a 12-point, where was that? 12-point game, and it's only 8. A little suspicious. No, not quite a system play, but I'll take Bill and Mary, no bet in this one. I wouldn't feel great having a Radford ticket, but it does feel like a spot Bill and Mary can drill them.
Yeah, get out of here. I think the Ken Palm system's more for favorites than dogs. We figured that out early, pretty sure.
True.
Charlotte's Land. Oh my gosh, 11 points. Where's that at now? Charlotte's laying 11 and a half points. I don't like laying that many points with Charlotte, but they have been able to beat teams at home pretty fair. But and Lafayette's awful. I think that they can slow it down though. Give me Lafayette plus the points. I will not bet this though for sure. And yes, Thomas Quarter, let's freaking go. Let's go! Woo! Come on!
Yeah, I'll take Lafayette with the 11. I don't know who Charlotte is to lay 11 points, but I will not pay to find out whatsoever. So give me Lafayette, no bet.
Dude, they're better this year. I'm serious.
No, I know they're better, but 11 points is still ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'll take the 11. I ain't betting it.
Yeah, I mean, for a team that only beat Shaw College by 4 at home, that line's weird. I'm not betting Lafayette though, so I'll for sure no bet. All right, VCU's laying 20 to American. Over-under's 150 and a half. Too many points. I know it's the Siegel Center. I know it's a great place. Richmond's going to be rocking, but I like this American team. You know, I am worried that they've kind of been playing down to competition. In the time that they've had a chance to get up for competition, they really just kind of haven't. But we've seen VCU offense thrive, but defensively it hasn't always picked it back up. They didn't cover this margin against St. Peter's of all teams. Listen, I know that they're kind of drilling the hell out of these teams. I will let this number climb, though, in favor of VCU and bet American. I think it's a classic pattern here. We got them losing to New Mexico, not covering, of course, and then covering Niagara at home. Not covering Niagara, but coming back and winning. But we've seen their defense be suspect, especially in that first half. So no cover here for American. And they will cover against Ryder, though, for sure, and the following game. I think American defense will be solid. They can be able to maybe slow down VCU a tad bit if there even is a chance to slow down VCU. But if VCU turns the ball over on their own on offense and you get American out in transition, I think they can cover this number. But I will let this climb. I think people are going to continue betting VCU. So give me American plus the points.
Yeah, American for me. It's a team that went on the road to Wake Forest, lost by 14, Rutgers by 9. George Washington beat the shit out of them by 40, but they've gone on the road and played tough, and then they haven't played in nearly 2 weeks, so they've had a lot of time to prepare and get right for this game. So give me American. I'll just let people bet up VCU also with you.
Let's freaking go. All right. Flying through the night. Speaking of flying through the night, George is laying 36 and a half. Oh, my God. I mean, Georgia does beat up on these teams. Now, I mean, this line did get bet down in Western Carolina's favor. Florida State won 100. Georgia beat Florida State 107-73. Cincinnati 84-65. They're just drilling these teams, man. Where Western Carolina is just a problem. I think we lay it here. I know it's a lot of points, but I think we certainly lay it. Bellarmine, they won by 40. Morehead State 39. Maryland Eastern Shore, you don't even want to see the score. My God, 94-29. Western Carolina's got issues. They're certainly a problem losing 4 of their last 5, and giving up 96 to Virginia Tech. I think Georgia can definitely score in the hundreds here. So I'll lay it.
Yeah,
maybe a Georgia team total over as well too. I'll look at it real quick. But.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe team total or something, but 40 near 40 is crazy. So I'm guessing the team total will be like 100 anyway. So
it's 99.5, 100. Yeah, I might just lay it.
Yeah, I'd rather lay it than that. I'm not in the business of betting a college team to score 100 points in a 40-minute game. Especially if you're beating the shit out of them, you're just going to get disinterested at some point, and the bench warmers will come in, and we all know how that goes. So, lay it, no bet for me. Too big of a number.
And, yeah, Dusty, some of those big numbers covered today, St. Francis included. St. Joe's is laying 17.5 against Delaware State. Delaware State catching some heat. 2 wins in a row against Delaware, Longwood. Now this line is steamed up, already up to 18.5. I think we fade Delaware State here, but in a different way. I will take the team total under for Delaware State. I think we see a lack of offense after 2 solid games from the Hornets in a row. In Delaware, Longwood, they shot really efficiently, scored a good amount of points. And we've seen Delaware State, even in their losses and wins, keep the total down. And I think now you're going to get St. Joe's that plays super physical, likes to play in the interior more. I think it could cause some major issues for Delaware State for sure. Give me St. Joe's to beat up on Delaware State. I will take the Delaware State team total under 61.5.
Yeah, I'd lay it with St. Joe's. I don't hate that team total under. Coming back off a loss, Delaware State doesn't do anything right. Legitimately one of the worst offenses in the country, 360th. They don't get to the line. They turn the ball over. They beat Delaware and Longwood. Incredible. I don't think that happens tomorrow. I guess especially back-to-back road games, and St. Joe's off of the loss to Big Brother Syracuse. So give me St. Joe's. Probably won't bet this one though.
All right. Davidson laying 5.5 against Temple. Didn't Temple just score 100, Trevor?
Now 103 and 95. 103 to Georgian Court.
Yeah, but they just scored that many points. I don't like laying points with Davidson. I mean, Temple always can be a fugazi team, especially on the road. They can struggle. But I think Temple keeps it up. I mean, 95 against St. Francis, 103, like you said, to Georgian Court. But against kind of physical, slow teams that kind of like to play in sets, they fared well. I mean, St. Joe's, they were in the game. Boston College, they were in the game. And I think Davidson's kind of a similar team. Temple, they beat Hofstra outright. So I think that they kind of like playing against these slower teams. Davidson at home is definitely solid. But they just put up 80, dominated Mercyhurst. We've seen Davidson play with their food, and I don't really love laying points with them. Give me Temple plus the points here.
Yeah, I'll take Temple too. I mean, even when they were point shaving last year, they still stumbled into a win against Davidson. So I think that'll continue. Here tomorrow, Temple catching 3 possessions here. I'll take that. I don't want to be laying 5.5 with a Davidson team, especially when you got you got a Temple team that's top 40 in 3-point shooting. They don't turn the ball over. They get to the free throw line. I'll take them. I think their shooting is going to be able to keep them in the game and in this one. So I'll take the 5.5 with Temple.
Let's go. I love those logos too. The old Temple Owl logo, fire. It's crazy they got rid of that for the stupid freaking T.
They all get rid of good logos.
Yeah. Look at us flying through, already up at the halfway point. 46 minutes in. Oh my gosh. Battle of shit and fuck. Northern Arizona's laying 5 against Southern Utah. Southern Utah is so bad. I'm not saying Northern Arizona is great, but I feel like Northern Arizona is just a tad better. But I don't want to pick shit from fuck, so I'll take Northern Arizona. Lay it. No bet.
Yeah, I'll take Northern Arizona back home after 4 straight losses, 3 of them on the road. I'll take them. I mean, when they've been at home, they've handled teams. I mean, let's not forget there's elevation here too. So I'll actually lay it with Northern Arizona.
Doesn't Southern Utah have elevation though too? A little bit.
Fair point, but it's different in Arizona. It just is. Trust me.
It just is. It just is. Yeah. And you can get snow at Flagstaff. Are you betting this?
Yeah, I am. I'll bet it.
I'm betting it with you then. I'm in. Let's go. I'm betting it with you.
All right. It ain't open for me yet. Go figure. But
all right. Let's go. I will bet this. Oh, this one's a fun one. Trevor, I think you got to lead this one off. This is your boys, Grambling State. You put the special logo in for them. Little classic 60s, 70s logo. What you got in this one? It's a fun one.
Yeah, this is a random neutral. Again, at College Park, second neutral of the day. Or second neutral here. So must be some kind of late season MTE event. Make your free throws, San Francisco. God damn. Yeah, Norfolk. They were without 3 guys at. I don't know what happened. There we go. All right, I'm back. But yeah, Norfolk was at Baylor without 3 guys due to the flu. So no way we're gonna fucking know because it's an HBCU and it's Grambling State. They're not tweeting out injury reports and shit like that. So we'll see if they're feeling better. I would imagine so. But Norfolk back at home. On a neutral against Grambling. Grambling great at getting to the line, but they can't shoot free throws. Norfolk can't shoot free throws either. You know what? No, give me my Grambling boys. This is a neutral. If Grambling was laying points, I'd take Norfolk. I'll take Grambling with the 1. I won't bet this, but Grambling, they get to the free throw line and they force turnovers. That's about the only thing good either of these 2 teams do. Norfolk, dead last in the country at free throws, 57.5%. That's horrendous. I can't lay points to the team that can't make 60% of their free throws. So no thanks. And what the hell? San Diego State covered, and then they gave up a 3. Go figure.
I wish I had you last night for Michigan State minus 23.5. Good Lord. That would have been hilarious. Oh my gosh, I think San Francisco covered, I think.
Yeah, they did. But San Diego State was up 3.5, came back to cover the 26 and gives up a bogus fucking 3 to Air Force. God damn.
I think that team total under would have hit. I did not bet it, but let's freaking go, San Francisco. Save me, San Francisco. We're 18-8 with UCLA remaining, so solid day from the kid. I'll add up the units. I'll check my picket once UCLA is finished. Add it up, and I'll get my picks on like I did early today. Get my picks in the sheet tonight after the Pump Fake Pod. Tally up tonight. Do the recap, but. We're going to have to recap this one. I'll take Norfolk State here. I think Norfolk State is just a tad better. I know that they've lost 3 in a row, but they've gone up against good competition. And, they held James Madison to a 1-point game, Old Dominion to 3. Maybe you're right, Trevor, to your point. If they made their damn free throws, they could play a little bit better and squeak those games out. But I think Norfolk's just going to be a little more physical. I think defensively they can limit Grambling from 3. Grambling does try to live and die by the free throw line. So if Norfolk State can avoid the foul and the ref whistle, they're going to win this game. I'll take Norfolk State on the money line. Oh, yeah. TCU's laying 24.5 against Oral Roberts. Didn't TCU just go pound for pound with something like that? Or
Infinite word. Yeah, infinite word.
Yeah, word. They only won by 4. North Texas by 10. And shout out Dot. Let's go. Made about 500 this week with your guys' help. I don't usually catch the live, but I watch every day at work. Keep up the grind, fellas. We up, baby. Let's go, Dot. We up, because we love hearing that. And thanks for the donation. And that's what we're here for, man. We want to give insights. Of course, people can blindly tail us, blindly fade us. But it's always fun when you like a bet and then seeing us like it. And yeah, glad to help out anyway. It just makes us feel good. It's why we do it. We do it to make some money. We do it. We love gambling. We especially love gambling on the craziness of college basketball. It's like betting on tennis almost. I think it's the best sport to bet on, and we do it for the love of the game, and we especially love doing it with the chat and all in the community there. So appreciate the dono, Doc.
Yeah, appreciate you. Also, Thomas got killed by that 3-pointer too. 53-1 parlay for him. So he had a little bit more riding on that one, so that's painful. But yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's brutal. An Air Force. Oh, sorry, Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Trev's holding out. Actually, no, he's holding out of he's in a contract dispute right now. Now, they're doing, I think, a football show. He'll be live in a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yeah, it's what they told me.
I'll lay it with TCU off of a terrible game with Incarnate Word. TCU really had a good start to the season. They kind of beat up on those low-end teams, but laying this many points is just not friendly with an Oral Roberts team that kind of can push the pace and score. But defensively, they're ass. I will lay it with TCU. No bets. No change in it. Not going to be convinced. Don't care if you love TCU. Nope, I'm out. No. No bet for me in this one. I need to see TCU. I just need to see them do it before betting on
it. Yeah, I just had to log into Kyle's stream to make sure I didn't actually miss it. And they were talking about the Packers game, so I had to write an angry chat letter about the Bears Packers game on Saturday. But yeah, I'll take Oral Bob with 24.5. No bet. TCU's done this many a times this year. They dropped the New Orleans game. Excuse me, Lamar was a 13-point game. North Texas 10-point. Incarnate Word, they were down. And they've got, FAMU Jackson State until the 29th, and then they're excuse me, going through the motions. So I think they just kind of go with the motions. They win this game by 16, 17 points. I'll take Oral Bob with the 24.5.
Oklahoma State's laying 29.5 against UMKC. Over-under's 159.5. UMKC, man, they've picked it up a little bit. I think they covered against Oklahoma State, surprisingly. I did not touch that game. Don't want any part of it. But Oklahoma State off of a loss to Oklahoma after they already were kind of kicking the shit out of these teams to begin with. I'll lay it. I'm just trying to decide if I'll lay it or take their team total over. I mean, how many times we saw Oklahoma State score above 90, scored 103 against South Florida, 95 Nichols, and they just kind of have been able to beat up on teams at times. But again, their defense can lack for sure, especially with laying 30 points of all teams. So I'll take the team total over here for Oklahoma State.
What's the team total?
That's what I'm looking up right now. I think this is a better play than laying that many points with OK State's defense. 95 and a half, 96 and a half.
I'd be willing to take it. They're covering 30. They're probably going to score near 100 anyway. So, I'll take the team total over. Coming off the loss back home, let's gonna put up a million. Gonna have them put up a million points to light up the scoreboard and get people interested again in this program. I mean, that's his whole mission. They've been dead, so his whole mission is just light it up and get people excited and interested and back at Iowa. So I'll take the team total over with you.
Yeah, I like it. Steve Lutz, they're going to run on UMKC, play out a little angry. And thanks, Thomas Skinner, for the donation. Pour out some liquor, 54-1. That's freaking sucks. Why is it always the last leg? And that's the one that stings the most. But still love the crew. Love that. Appreciate the crew. Crew's awesome every night. Georgia Southern's laying 9.5 against Georgia State. Over-unders 157.5. I think Georgia State can limit possessions for sure. But now we're getting a Georgia Southern team that can run a gun. So we get two kind of deferring paces here. But Georgia Southern, home team, I think they're going to ride this momentum of 5 wins in a row to welcome conference play against Georgia State. I think we see a good little Sun Belt win for Georgia Southern. I think they can cover this number for sure, and I like their team total over as well too, 83.5. I think it's a well-worthy play. I know that Georgia State will try to minimize possessions potentially, just due to their lack of defense, but I don't think Georgia Southern will allow that. I think they're going to just control the pace, get enough possessions off, and then you see a Georgia State team who played good at home, but on the road have just struggled. Gave up 92 to Kennesaw State, 105 to South Dakota State on these true road spots. So, not a fan, not a big fan of Jonas Hayes' Georgia State's coach teams. Giannis, whatever, don't know the name. I think it's Jonas, but anyway, give me Southern here. They've been my darlings all season. No way I'm fading them.
Yeah, I'll take Georgia State. In-state rivalry, we just saw Georgia Southern play a 6-point game against West Georgia. I get they were on the road. They're at home now, but this is an in-state rivalry. This is too many points. I'll take the 9.5 of Georgia State. They lose by 7.
Get out of here, dude. Seriously. Go home. Just kidding.
They'll keep it close.
Winthrop laying 11, and this is a weird game. I love it. Well, Winthrop's laying 11.5 against North Dakota. This is in Grand Forks. Sorry, Winthrop. I know you've been beating the hell out of teams, but on the road, defensively, you've just caused some problems. And now this is just a weird travel spot for a team that has been at home. Now they're going out to North Dakota. This North Dakota team doesn't have Eagle staff. They don't have their normal roster. But they've been feisty at home. They just lost to Western Illinois, I know, of all people. Shout out Pump Fake Pod, bet on Western Illinois. But they've been feisty at home. They haven't had a D1 win at home. I'm not saying they're live here by any means, but I just think it's a little too many points for a weird travel spot for this Winthrop team. I've been riding Winthrop. I've been betting them all season. But going on the road, Long Island was a close game. They've lost against good teams on the road already. So I'll take North Dakota with the points here. I think that they keep it somewhat close. And if they can get some turnovers here against Winthrop, and Winthrop is careless with the ball, we see North Dakota keep it close. But I really like this Winthrop team. I think they have a chance to win the Big South for sure, and should be favorites to be at the top of that list.
Yeah, I lean North Dakota here. To your point, they have played tough at home. I mean, Riverside, 4 points. CSUN was an 8-point game. Montana was a 4-point game. So, I mean, they played tough. And when you go on the road, they get annihilated, lost by almost 40 to Hawaii. Idaho was a 32-point loss. Creighton, they played to a 15, okay? So be it. But regardless, like, a lot of these road games have been tough. And then they're coming off of a home loss to Western Illinois, which was payback because they already played Western Illinois and beat them on the road earlier this year. So coming off of that loss back home, Winthrop, I think, kind of just goes through the motions. North Dakota, not very good. But at home, they are a little feisty. And then after this, they just have to play a D2 school, and they're off for a week. So I think Winthrop goes through the motions, wins this game by 6 or 7. North Dakota hangs around, just doesn't have enough juice and shot making to win this game and down the stretch and pull it out.
Love it. Murray State's laying 7.5, already down to 6.5 against Drake, and I will lay it with Murray State. I know Murray State's kind of, they play at amount of pace that Drake could score, but I think this Drake team's getting a little too respected half the time. I mean, I was the only one I felt like on North Dakota State on the road against Drake, and got it done outright, keep the points. I'm going to continue fading this Drake team. You know, offensively, they can be solid. They can get a lot of possessions going, for sure. So I think we see a ton of points here in this game, even off of Murray State scoring 115 versus Akron. 115, by the way. Insane for a college basketball team. No overtime, 115 points, two halves. But I'll lay it with Murray State, and I think Rhythm likes them too as well. So if you're in for Murray State, I'm down to make this our Rhythm play of the day as well. Murray State minus 6.5.
Yeah, I like Murray too. Where you can really attack Murray is defending the 3. Drake, bottom 100 team in doing that, but Drake also likes to attack inside. Excuse me. Getting points inside, from the 3, and Murray State doesn't let you. 362nd in the country, which is good. At defending it, you're getting about 20% of their total points from 3, where Drake likes to get about 39% of their points. So if the shots aren't falling and Murray State's closing out and making things difficult for Drake, they can't get inside. They're 325th in the country at that. They also don't get to the free throw line. So this total feels a little high. 159, I like the under. I also like Murray State, minus 7.5 too. This feels like a game Murray State kind of walks away from and wins by 15 or so. Down the stretch, just pulls away. Drake doesn't have enough to hang in there.
Rhythm play of the day for will be Murray State minus 6.5. The Rhythm play of the day got home, sitting at 19-10. It's a bubble watch team in college basketball, but that's very good for ROI and betting. So give us Murray State minus 6.5. Sorry, I put this in quick. All right. Let's go Murray State. Oh, my gosh. Lindenwood's laying what? What? No. It's already down to 11.5, 12.5 places.
Yeah.
Still, Lindenwood laying that many points. I know that they're solid. I mean, they definitely have caught heat, but Lindenwood laying that many points. Western Illinois is pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, but you can't shit the bed this early on Western Illinois. You can't do that. They did just play an overtime game on Saturday. They were all the way up in Grand Forks. Now they're going down to Missouri. I'm not laying that many points with. I'll take Western Illinois plus the points. No bet.
Yeah, I'll take Western Illinois. No bet for me in this one. Coming off of the road OT win Saturday, no thank you. But I'm not laying that many with Lindenwood.
Hell no. I don't care who it is. It does scare me, Western Illinois. They can get drilled randomly, so that's why I'm not betting it. But that's too many points. Man, my God. Southern Miss is laying 12.5 against UL Lafayette. Over-unders 131.5. Lafayette is awful at basketball. Awful.
I got these mixed up. This is Louisiana, not Lafayette.
Well, it used to be UL. It used to be Louisiana.
Yeah, it used to be.
It's in Lafayette, so it's still UL Lafayette to me. I still put that on the picks page like that. Raging Cajuns, it's true at heart. Laying this many points with Southern Miss just doesn't sound that fruitful to me and fun. But having money on the Raging Cajuns of UL Lafayette, I get out of here. I don't want to explore that at all either. Give me Lafayette team total under 59.5. We've seen them go do this consistently. And I think Southern Miss is actually their biggest strength is their defense at times. They can rebound a good amount. So I don't expect Lafayette getting any second chance opportunities. I'll take their team total under 59.5. I think Southern Miss keeps this sluggish. They win 70-59 or 70-58. Maybe even less. Lafayette won't score worth shit. I hope they stay under 55. So.
I'm with you. Under 131.5. Just Louisiana can't do anything. I mean, they've scored 44, 63, 55, 45, 56, 43. All the way back to November. Like, they can't score for shit. Give me the under. And if I had to, I'd lay it with Southern Miss in this one.
Isaiah Griffin just gave it all in OT. He's like, hey, I'm out. Hey, I'm hitting the portal. The Leathernecks. Bye, he said. Southern Indiana is laying 3 against Little Rock. Over-unders 142.5. Man, I watched Little Rock. I watched Little Rock Morehead State at least the first 28 minutes of it, 30 minutes of it. They're bad, dude. Little Rock stinks. You just don't know kind of what team you're going to get. And laying points with Southern Indiana to me isn't always fun. But I think it's a short enough number where it could be worthy here. You got a major feel in this one?
No, not really. But I don't want to lay points with Southern Indiana. They're not. Neither team is good. But laying points with Southern Indiana seems like a suicide mission. So I'll take Little Rock. No bet.
I think I'm going to bet Southern Indiana. It's already down to 2.5. I think I'll bet Southern Indiana here. This feels like a good spot for them. I'm going to go with the team that plays better on both sides of the ball. That'd be Southern Indiana. And after just watching Little Rock and how defeated they look, I don't think it is. I mean, I know you'd probably say I'd be more enticed to bet Southern Indiana if it was a minus 7.5 potentially, but maybe you're just staying away from Southern Indiana in general. But I expect some pace here. Come on, you got to defend Evansville for goodness sakes. Come on, USI. Little Rock sucks. I agree, John. They suck. Yep. Tennessee State's laying 3.5 against UT Martin. Over-unders 140.5. Ooh. I love this Tennessee State team with coached by Nolan Smith. It's been off to a great start. They just had a good win against UNLV. Now they're laying this many points. Could this be a potential sleepy spot? But We just saw Tennessee Martin score over that many points. I'm going to go with the over here. I think we see this full game over hit, and I think there's a little bit of a discrepancy. UT Martin can clip at a decent rate, and I think we see Tennessee State get in the 70s here if they cover this number after playing kind of a drag out style game with UNLV. And I think they pick it up offensively a little bit at home, and there's not a hangover spot after beating up on UNLV. So give me the over here in this one with Tennessee State and UT Martin, and I think it's just it's already up to not already up. I think it is just 143.5, which I still like it at that. So I'll wait to bet it though. People think the under, so I like the over 143.5. Not 140.
Yeah. This Tennessee State team beat Martin twice last year, once in overtime. Both teams have beaten UNLV this year too, so ipso facto can't rank one higher than the other over that fact. But true road game. Tennessee State coming back off of what was that? This is their first home game, first D1 home game since the entire year. Nolan Smith wasn't here last year. I think this team's better. I get UT Martin's got some big wins. People love them. But Tennessee State first home game under Nolan Smith. They're coming in with momentum off the UNLV game. I think they get this done. I'll lay it with Tennessee State.
Let's freaking go. All right, I think it's the final OVC game of the night. Tennessee Tech catching points at home, little short dog against SEMO. SEMO, though, one of our favorites to win the conference this season. Tennessee Tech, kind of fun. They play that LA Fitness kind of ball here. I'll take Tennessee Tech. Short dog here. We saw SEMO. They definitely have picked it up. There could be a ton of offense. I like the over here in this one too. But I think with the amount of pace that we're going to see and potential lack of defense, Tennessee State, they can control that at home, or Tennessee Tech, can control that at home. And we see a massive amount of pace. And I think we see Tennessee Tech step it up a little bit on defense as well after coming back from home. It's just not in their style of play. They just played up on Bethel. I think they're going to play just a little bit tougher, especially in their conference opener. Give me Tennessee Tech plus the points here, short dog. And I do like the over as well too in this one. And I certainly think Tennessee Tech can win this game. Obviously, taking them plus 2.5.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the over. Both teams play incredibly fast. Neither team really great at shooting, but neither defense is good at all. Yes, SEMO can force turnovers and grab some rebounds, but they're going to force some turnovers. They're going to get runouts, and those will lead to easy buckets too. Tennessee Tech plays with some pride at home here and gets some shots to fall. SEMO, I don't think is incredibly good. I figured they'd be a lot better, so they might be rounding into form yet, but I'll take the over in this game. If I had to pick a side, it would be Tennessee Tech, the home dog here, but probably no bet for me in this one.
All right. Oh, yeah. Missouri Valley play. Southern Illinois laying 2 against Illinois State. Over-unders 151.5. You lead us off here on this Missouri Valley game, my friend.
Yeah, just looking what they did last year. They beat Illinois State at home by 9, and then Illinois State lost on the road by 30. So, yeah, tough spot. We know Carbondale's a tough place to play. That's just all there is to it. Both these teams are really good. I think they split the series, but I'm going to take Southern Illinois in the money line at home. Carbondale's a tough place to play. They've always played good there. Second year under Nagy, they're starting to get things clicking. They're looking pretty good. I know they've lost to Nevada. That was an overtime loss. UAB, Memphis, and then Richmond, another overtime loss. All on the road, though. So at home, they've been fine. I mean, they beat High Point on the road, too, this year, so they've got a good win under their belt. I know Illinois State's going to be a step up for their home competition, but I still think Southern Illinois at home is just too tough of a place to go into and get an easy win. It'll be hard fought for sure, but I like Nagy in this one to get it done. I mean, the last year they beat them at home and lost on the road. That's generally just SIU for you. I mean, they always play tough at home and always have. I think it continues tomorrow. So I'll take the money line. I don't want to lay the 2 points. I'll take the money line minus.
Minus 130, probably.
Yeah, 130.
Yep. I'll battle you here. I'll take Illinois State plus the points. I think Illinois State's better. I completely agree. You know, it's a little scary, to be honest, especially with Southern Illinois off of a loss after some great home wins and some a good away win at High Point. You know, so Southern Illinois has proved that they can win. They definitely have picked it up under Scott Nagy, but I think we see a little revenge angle from Illinois State, just a tad bit. After just losing to Southern Illinois, you got Chase Walker, who's been there for quite some time, and you got so just a good little roster that's a little older, kind of familiar with this kind of style of play. I'll take Illinois State plus points. I think they keep it up competitively. They looked really good against Utah State. I think this roster is really fun, and they try to get back into the win column with a little road win to open up Missouri Valley play. Give me Illinois State. We'll battle here. Maybe we can both win, and they lose by 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Or 1.5, whatever. Final game of the night. Wow. Absolute rapid fire night here from Trevor and I. Pepperdine, Long Beach State, over-unders 140.5. Pepperdine had a good win. It's because I didn't bet on Zoe 101. I had to do it against Bakersfield. I had to do it for the system itself to get back into the win column. First win almost in 30 days against Bakersfield. Long Beach kind of sucks, though. They're not anything to write home about, but this does smell like a potential Long Beach spot. So I may continue to just keep blessing Zoe 101 with the no bet. Give me Pepperdine plus the points. No bet.
Yeah, I'll take Pepperdine with you. You got Long Beach State loses 3 straight with 2 overtimes in that, and they have Iowa State on Sunday on deck. I'm not sure how focused they'll be for this one. Like, I get it's a Big West game, but you get to go play at Ames on Sunday. I think they're going to be looking ahead a little bit to that one. Not to mention you've played 3 games in 2 weeks, and 2 of them are overtime. So, I guess it's not incredibly strenuous, but you still have Iowa State on deck. Pepperdine, a better team here. I know they haven't looked at it, but we all know they're the better team. So I'll take the 3.5, but will not be betting this.
All right. And that was the show for the night. Pump Fake Pod picks for the December 18th slate. It's going to be a good one. Some solid games of the night. I'm excited for Illinois State for sure. And Southern Illinois, it's kind of like almost a standalone spot there, just a tad bit. It's going to be just a great slate. We got the holidays creeping up. It's always that fun time of the year. And we got our rhythm play of the day. Remember, is Murray State minus 6.5. So lock that in. Make sure to use promo code for rhythm PFP25. And we got Monday episode with a rhythm employee. So stay tuned for that one. It'll be a nice little short week for us. Monday, Tuesday next week, and then off until the following Sunday for that New Year's week slate. It's going to be a great one. So appreciate everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome. Fire day for me. 18-8. We need UCLA to cover minus 8.5 for a 19-8 day. Let's get back in the win column yet again. Continue riding high off this momentum. And let's get some Christmas presents, Trevor. That's what we're hunting for right now. Hey, hey, maybe no Christmas tomorrow. Hey, there might be no Christmas because I went down 10 units. I went 0-10 today. So I'm just kidding. But anyway, Trevor, you got any final thoughts here? Any shout outs in the chat? It was good to have you back. Minimal coughs too as well. I don't know if you were on mute, but minimal coughs. So great job there. I know that I could hear you're struggling in your voice. Hope keep recovering, brother. I'm telling you, eat the raw garlic. I'm telling you, eat the raw garlic.
I don't know if I have the stomach to do that, but we'll have to give it a whirl. I'm gonna after this wait for the Germ show, and I'm just gonna yug a freaking bottle of Robitussin and robo trip my ass to bed until 5 a.m. and go to work. So it'll be interesting. Murray State, make sure you bet that tomorrow. It's gonna be a great one, and slate's a lot of mid majors. It's good to get some respect out for these teams instead of all these Power 4 schools. So shout out to the majors.
Let's get them on TV. Let's get them on TV. Yeah. Let's all invest in chat and make some. We'll invest in a business and we'll go against all the streaming services and make our own streaming service. And we're going to stream the best games and we're going to have the best mid-major showcases around. Pump Fake Pod TV going global. Screw the moon. We're going to interstellar. Pump Fake Pod is. Let's freaking go. Appreciate everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome. We used to name all the people in the chat and the names at the end of the show. We can't even do that anymore. Just for everybody in here, it's always a pleasure. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Go to our picks page for any extra picks and for our picks for the day. I'll get those posted here shortly. Appreciate everybody in the chat, and let's rock. Peace and love, everybody.
Appreciate you. Toodles.